Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the Nintendo Gamecube. Picking up where we left off last time with Chapter 26 now, so seems like actually a pretty huge and cool chapter ahead, so let's get into it. We'll run through the cutscene and dialogue here first, and then we'll pick it up with the mission later. Alrighty, so here's the results of the last battle. Didn't earn any gold. I was curious. I thought I would get more gold going forward, but I've actually gotten all the gold that I'm going to get in this playthrough, and I've spent most of it at this point, so I need to be a little careful as far as holding on to the rest of it goes. We got decent combat experience. Bonus experience. Looks like we didn't get quite all of it because we went over by a few turns, but all in all was a pretty decent mission last time, so we performed exceedingly well, according to Soren, as always, and that should take us to the pre-mission setup here. So info conversation, looks like we have two of them. So 1-star conversation, just a character conversation, learn a little bit more about Tibarn here. Alrighty, and we have a 2-star conversation here, which should teach us something about the upcoming mission, give us some type of tactical advantage. So let's see what the soldier has to say. Alrighty, so I think that's in response to the fact that this upcoming mission has grouped enemy types that use like similar weapons or whatever. So using the weapon triangle and certain weapons and types of magic that are strong against other weapons is going to be very useful coming up here. That's something I haven't really been doing at all on this difficulty. It's just not entirely necessary. Certainly helps though, so hopefully we can remember our weapon triangle for this next mission. We do have some support conversations here that we could potentially do. Gonna get a bonus for the 2 characters that stand next to each other in combat based on their support rank, but there's a limited number of conversations. We're getting pretty late in the game, so there's not actually a lot of opportunities left to do these. I have kind of mapped out, I think, which ones I want to do, and Mist and Void was one of them, so let's go ahead and watch their second support conversation here. Alrighty, so that's their second conversation. Not sure if I'll even get to the third by the end of the game, but I do want to save her last conversation for that, if possible. Jill does not want to use up Mist's last conversation. Hopefully I can use both of hers with Har. Titania, on the other hand, does want to have one more conversation. Oh, Mist only has one left? Oh yeah, Mist only has one left. I might have miscalculated this here then, because I had Titania doing 2 with Mist. Huh. Anyways, Titania only has 3 conversations left. Her with Void would be better, but Void... why don't we do that then? We'll do Titania and Void. Rolf's not going to go with Mist. Reese has lots of conversations left, but none that he could do, and I don't want to use it with Titania, so let's go ahead and do Titania... Am I missing something here? Oh, Titania with Reese, I guess, just to do it. Yeah, why not? We'll just do a quick conversation here. Alrighty, so there's their first conversation, and probably only conversation that I'm going to see in this playthrough, but poor Reese, huh? He was using him a lot at the start, and then he's just kind of fell out of favor as I started using Mist. But to that end, also, we're going to award some bonus experience here, so we have a pretty decent amount. There's only a few chapters left. What is this, chapter 26? So we have chapter 27, 28, and this is chapter 26, yes. So we only have chapter 27 and 28 left where we can award bonus experience, and then there's a chapter 29 as well, I believe, which is the final mission, but we don't get any bonus experience that we're able to spend from that one. So we basically have 3 missions worth of bonus experience left to get. The best way to spend this at this point is going to be on my more powerful units that I intend to actually use on the last few missions. This upcoming mission I can actually take 19 units on, but I don't think I will, because a lot of these other units outside of the top, 10 or so are pretty weak, so there's really no point in investing in them at this point. Beyond this mission where I take 19 people, I believe the final few missions I only take like 11 or 13, so really don't want to dump XP into anybody that's not going to get used. So at this point, it's going to be on these more powerful characters, and preferably on the ones that are a little bit lower level, like Volk here, because, so to give him 50 experience, you'll see where that 971 is. In order to give him 50, it's going to take more than 50. It's actually going to take 100 bonus experience to give him 50 regular experience, but we will give Volk a level here because he's a little behind and he just doesn't quite level up on his own as well, because it's harder for him to get up into combat with his lower mobility and his less survivability, but that's a decent level up. HP will help that survivability. His HP pool is getting pretty big now, and skill is nice because he can proc his lethality ability more frequently, so that's worth doing. Also, these higher level units, like to give her 50 would take more than 100, like it just took 100 for Volk. So the higher level they are, the more bonus experience it takes to give them experience. So what I want to do is spend it on units who are a little behind of the main units that I want to use. Everybody's pretty even. I don't think I'm going to finish this playthrough with anybody at level 20 promoted, maybe Marsha, but a big part of that is I dumped so much bonus experience into like Neffany, who I'm not even using. I've just given up on her because she just does not feel as good as these other units, even though everyone's saying, oh, she's great, you should definitely use her. So kind of missing out on a lot of bonus experience from that. But we'll give some to Kieran here. Again, he's a little behind level-wise, so strength, speed, that's good. Resistance helps as well. And then there is one thing I'm going to do that goes against everything that I just said pretty much, but Reese, being my other healer, who got kind of left behind, he's not promoted yet, but he's pretty close to a promotion, and I'm going to go ahead and give him, I'm going to see if I can get him to level 20, and then just Master Seal him for a promotion, and just have him as a level 1 Bishop, I think he turns into. And I'm going to use him in this upcoming mission, because it seems like that'll be useful. And the other thing is, after the game is over, you get a few bonus maps that you can do, and you take the characters to those bonus maps based on, that's not a great level up, based on who you had in your cleared save file. So in case I want to take Reese on those, I'm going to get him a promotion here. Now this is a lot of experience that I could probably spend on other units. It's good with the magic and the speed, but I just want to get Reese promoted. He's been with me since the start. I do like him as a unit. It's just I like Mist more, so he has not been getting used. I guess he can use light magic once he gets to be a bishop, but apparently light magic is just very underwhelming in this game, so that's part of the reason he fell behind. But that's going to get him to level 20, and when we go to our item setup, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to just use a Master Seal on him. That way I don't have to spend another, whatever this would end up being, 140-ish. to get him to level 21 to promote, I could just burn the Master Seal. Other characters that I might want to level up here with the last little bit of bonus experience. Let's see what I could do for Ike. Anybody under level 10, basically. I think it's worth using it on, so like it doesn't take as much bonus experience to get them the actual experience. Not a great level up, but skill is good. So any of my like main units under level 10, I think is where I want to spend this right now. I only have 133 left. Jill can level up a lot easier on her own than Volk or Boyd due to her mobility and defensive ability. She's able to get up into combat a lot easier. Kieran, let's see. I don't think I could even give Volk a level up. Yeah, my 133 bonus experience only gives me 63 regular experience for a level 9 unit that's promoted. So I think I'm just going to give one to Jill here, because she fell behind a little bit when I wasn't taking her on a couple missions, and she's one of my strongest units, so HP, speed, defense, and resistance, it's alright. Okay, so that takes care of the bonus experience. I have not been looking too much at these skills. I think everybody's fine for now. I'm going to get an occult scroll in a couple missions, couple chapters that I'll want to use, but in the meantime, I think that's all fine. So I just got to make sure everybody's kitted out here. I did use a lot of vulneraries in the last mission, I remember, so I don't want to spend a crazy amount of gold here, but I want to make sure everybody has at least 3 vulneraries just in case, so that's fine for Ike. Kieran's fine, Mista's fine. Looks like Marcia and Aster only have 2 charges. Oscar doesn't have any, so I'm going to give him 1 just in case of emergency. Boyd only has 1, so he's going to take 1. Let's see. Volk has 3. Titania is going to take 1. Jeffrey, if I continue to use him, will need 1. He didn't even have 1 in the last mission, I don't think, because he didn't come with 1. Soren's good. Har could use 1. That's my last one. And then, yeah, so all these other characters that I'm not really using, you know, she can keep this one with 2 charges. Tanith can have 1. He needs them for sure. We can get rid of that elixir off of him. Do any of these other units have a vulnerary that I could just take to use on my main units without having to spend any gold? Reese is going to keep his. So Hart can get rid of his. That's a unit I would have liked to have used. I just never really got around to leveling him up. He always seemed to be kind of on the cusp of being taken. So just going to give all these to the convoy, and then I can put them on the units that I'm actually using if I need to. Oh, this guy came with some good stuff too. Let's get rid of that. I'm just going to take all this stuff off of these units that I don't use. Oh, she came with some really good stuff. She can keep the knife because only Volk is the only unit that I use that would actually use that. So all these other characters can keep their weapons. This thing's pretty cool. This Vague Cotty. And this Killing Edge. So that's all stuff I may use on Ike when I get to the last mission. So this guy came with, ooh, a Brave Sword. That's cool. So just convoying all this stuff, because when I get to the last couple missions, I'm going to go through and take from the convoy everything awesome to get everybody, like, equipped the best possible for the last couple missions. But alright, that should be fine as far as that goes. Now let me just double check everyone's weapons real quick. Make sure her Iron Lance is about to break. She's gonna want a fresh steel lance, and then that iron lance can just break at some point. That's fine. Astrid's fine. I still haven't used her steel axe, huh? I put that on her to level up her axe proficiency, but I just haven't been using it. Actually, I want to keep his inventory clear so that he can steal things. So for now, I'm just going to get rid of those two and just give him a fresh stiletto for this upcoming mission. Jill is fine. Titania's fine. That's fine for Jeffrey if I even use him. Soren's fine. Har's fine. Alright, everybody looks fine enough. No, I take so much time with all this pre-mission setup, and it's like probably boring and redundant and whatever. You can feel free to skip all this, obviously. But, that's good. So then the last thing I want to do, I just want to check the armory here. Because it seems like every mission, there's different stuff for sale. So if there's anything worth buying. I think I may have bought too much, honestly. I bought a bunch of stuff a few missions back just to like stock up my convoy so that if something wasn't for sale at the start of a mission and I needed it, I could just pull it from the convoy. But I bought, you know, like I have 12 javelins. I don't think I'm going to use 12 javelins in the next like 4 chapters, so may have wasted some gold there. But and again, we don't actually get any more gold between now and the end of the game. So the other thing that I've been doing was once per chapter you can forge like a really powerful weapon, and I've been spending like 10,000 gold per chapter forging like really powerful weapons to use on the last couple chapters. At this point, I don't even know that I want to make one. So I made a sword for Ike for the last chapter. That's good. I made a spear. Oh, there it is. So I made a really powerful spear that'll probably go to Marcia, and then I made 2 really strong axes that'll go to my paladins. I don't think I made a bow, which is fine. I have silver bows and other bows. Really only Astrid would use it. And I did also make a really powerful thunder for Soren. So at this point, it's just, do I save all the gold? I know I can buy psychics at the last chapter. So I also have these arm scrolls that I've been holding on to since the beginning of the game. At some point when somebody reaches rank A on a weapon level, I will want to use that to rank it up to rank S so that they can use these silver weapons. But again, we're going to wait until basically the last chapter or 2 before we do that. Alright, so that all looks good. The one thing I did want to do, as I mentioned, is I'm just going to have Reese Master Seal himself here to his promoted class, because we're going to use him in this mission and maybe on some of the bonus maps after the game's over. So there we go. After being neglected for like 10 missions or whatever, he finally gets his promotion. I do like Reese. It's nice to have a dedicated healer. So he is... I feel like I should just sell that heal staff. Honestly, I could probably sell a lot of stuff and make a forged weapon, which might be a better idea. I'm going to get rid of that one, though, just to free up an inventory slot because he can use light magic. So what do we have? Light is basic. Shine does twice the damage, but is a little less likely to hit. And less likely to hit twice because of the weight, I think. And then Purge... Huh, he can use that? What is his light magic at? What is that? Weapon level... It just says B. What is this Lumina? The level appears next to the staff level? Next to the staff? Alright, so I guess his staff level is his light level, so he can actually use this Purge, which can strike enemies from really far away. So I might just take that on him, and then I'll take a Shine, I guess. Can't use Nosferatu, because that requires rank A. It does heal him for the damage it does, so that's a better spell, but I can't actually use it right now, so... there's Reese. We're going to try him out in this next mission to bring him along, so What's his health like? Only 29. Might be not the best idea, but I do want to use him a little bit before the game is over. And then I guess let me just see if I have anything that's like worth selling for a lot. Only 1,000. This statue fragment and this other master seal could get me a decent amount of gold to make another forged weapon. I don't know that I really need these chest or door keys at this point either. I'm just like a hoarder, and I have like RPG brain where I'm like, I might need that later on, and so I like just don't want to get rid of anything, even though I just pretty much know that I'm not going to need it between now and the end of the game. All these things I could sell. Like even these coins, they don't do anything but just sell for 1 gold, and I'm like, what if I need them? So I'm just going to hold on to them. So a bit of a hoarder mentality there. But I could make a new weapon. So this statue frag I was considering using, it increases units' build, which makes them heavier, which means they can pick up units that weigh less. So, like, that could be good. I don't know if I'm going to want to use that Master Seal on anyone. Even these things, I mean, this is on a character I don't even use. Why don't I just sell it for 4,000 gold and... You know what I mean? Try to make a new crafted weapon. But I think I'm just going to hold on to everything, and if I run into trouble in the last couple missions, and I feel like I absolutely need a new forged weapon, then I can sell some stuff and make one. Yeah, that's fine. Let me just real quick, I know again this is like takes forever and it's boring and whatever, but while I'm thinking of it, why don't I just, these characters that I don't plan on using, why don't I take their equipped items and give it to somebody else? So this Laguz Guard, where's Titania? Just give that to Titania. It's going to make her take less damage from Laguz-type enemies, so she'll be the one who goes and fights them. And then I saw something else too. This Bjork Guard, this only works on... Actually, you know what? What I should have done a long time ago was give that to Rayson, because this only works for Laguz, but it halves the damage you take from, like, human Bjork enemies, and... So that's actually really good on him. And I think that was it, right? This demi-band doesn't help. Well, let me see. Allows its wearer to maintain animal forms at all times, but their abilities are slightly lower. That could be good for Rayson too, so he could do like the big chant, the big AoE chant at all times. And these stones, if I use it, it allows them to remain in animal form. I'll just give that to Rayson so that once he does transform, he can stay in the form. But anyway, that should take care of all of this. So let's save, let's get into the actual mission now that we've spent half an hour on all this boring stuff. Alright, so here we go with this mission. There are a lot of enemies all over the place in large groups with all kinds of stuff going on. There's a night killer there, so I have to watch out. Killing Edge, that could be really bad. Lots of Lagoos, high mobility wyverns, a brave sword, that could be bad. Lagoos, weapons here, thankfully I don't use too many Lagoos. Boss here has a rune sword that I can get if I defeat him. Longbow is going to hit from pretty far away. Oh, killer lance. Steel, steel, steel. Another killer weapon, another oof. Alright, it's actually not that bad. And as the guy was explaining at the beginning of the level, it seems like similar enemies are grouped together. So, like, these are all axe wielders here. So if I could send something in that's strong against axes, I could take them out pretty easily. These are all lances, these are all swords, so they're kind of grouped together. The goal here is going to be to take this guy out and seize that tile with Ike. I have 13 turns to clear for 500 bonus experience, and then I lose 40 for every turn I go over. There are going to be some reinforcements on turn 3, turn 4, turn 9, and 3 sages will appear when I get near the boss. So, gonna be a lot to deal with here. And because of that, they give us 19 units. So, you know, a lot of units to work with. We do get Valencia, which comes with a pretty cool sword. With infinite durability, it looks like, that I'm also assuming only she can use, and she can mend. As Renew will do, her HP goes up on its own every turn, so I'm assuming she's not very strong, but I could potentially use her as a healer, so I'm going to give her one of my psychics. I only have that one left, besides the one that's on Mist, I think. But at least she could do something like that. I think I have to take her on the next few missions, so I might as well try to get her some experience. And then also, let me just check here. I think it's up. Is it up here? Yeah, so that guy is a psychic I could steal. I'm definitely going to try to do that, because I want psychics to use in the last few missions. That guy has one as well, so I'll try to get Volk over to the left here to steal that one, and then have him come over and steal that one as well. What about over here? Is that... No. This guy has the meteor, though, which has a really long range, so I'll probably want to send a wyvern unit up here to deal with those. Marcia, because there's a bow user that I have to watch out for. So let's see who we're going to take. All of my main units for sure are coming. I guess Neff ends up making the cut this time somehow. Now I want to take Reese because I just promoted him and I want to have an extra healer just in case. All these other guys I have not been using. Stefan, I believe, came as a promoted unit. I think a Swordmaster is a promoted unit. I mean, he's rank as Sword and Astra. It's gotta be, right? So he could be good. I also have... Oh yeah, Lucia is also a Swordmaster. Comes with a silver sword, weapon level A. Don't want to take the Sage. Might as well take Lucia then. Alright, I mean, these are all units that are promoted and should be able to hold their own, I think. All these other units can sit this one out. So let me just look at their position here. So right off the rip, I want Marcia all the way forward because she's basically going to charge in, deal with all these units on her own, and take out that meteor guy. Other units, I really should know my weapon triangle by now, but like I said, I haven't been paying much attention to it. So what is strong against axes? Lances? And then axes are good against swords, and swords are good against lances. Do I have that backwards? I know it's, like, probably pretty cringe to not know the Fire Emblem weapon triangle. But let's get a couple lance wielders and tanky units. Where's Oscar? Yeah. Get them up here. They can be ready to kind of run in. And Tanith, actually now Jill. So these units, usually I put my foot units in the front, and then the mounted units can like catch up after. But I think I'm going to send these 3 to deal with those, and I'm going to send the rest of these units left. Racing and Mist want to be kind of in the back. I'll put Mist all the way in the back because she's a horse. Soren should be able to go over here and deal with these guys pretty well. He can deal with a lot of that stuff over there, so he'll go that way. Why don't I send, we'll do Astrid and Tanith, we'll go with him. Reese wants to be back. Neff. Volk. Volk wants to go left to steal that. So he'll go a little bit in the front. Lucia is kind of in the back there. I don't want Har to go up too far because the archers are going to destroy him. Marsha could be fine because of her full guard. But these other flyers, not a great idea to send them too far forward. So why doesn't he go left with the rest of these guys? These guys can all stay in the back for now. Do Astrid with him, boy. Alright, I mean, that should be fine. If I mess up somewhere, I can always restart, so we might as well get into it. Let's go ahead and save. I'll save over the last chapter. And then we are ready to start. So let's go. Alright, so here we go with this mission. Now, what just happened is I did this mission, basically, got very close to the end, and then I failed. This guy with this brave sword up here destroyed Oscar, who was up there trying to do some stuff. So what I'm doing is re-recording this battle. I have to restart, because if I lose a character in this playthrough, I'm going to restart. I don't want to lose any characters throughout the entirety of this playthrough. And it was already over 2 hours, the recording, so I didn't want to restart the mission in the same recording and have it turn into like a 3+ hour recording. So what I'm going to do is, down in the description, Unlisted, I'm going to link the entirety of the first recording. So if you want to go and take a look, feel free to do so. If you want to see the fail, how I messed up, where I went wrong, laugh at my demise, well, for whatever reason, if you want to see that video, it's going to be down there. And then what I'm doing is I'm just editing the start of the chapter up to this point onto right here. I'm restarting from my old save right at the start of the battle. So I'm picking up from here and just tacking on the first part of the recording to the start of it. So if I sound different or if you see a weird cut or something in the video, that's why. But basically we are redoing this mission now. Everything else I said leading up to this point still holds true. It is a big level with a lot of different enemy types, and hopefully I can get to the end similarly to how I did the first time and just do a little bit better at the ending so that I don't fail and have to restart again. So hopefully I explained that well enough, and with all that being said, let's get right into the battle. So first thing I notice here, these axe guys, This guy with the killer axe, I need to be very careful and not go into his range because that killer axe can be very deadly. And then these bow units, I need to stay away from with my flyers, with the exception of Marcia, because of her full guard. She'll be safe. So I think I'm going to send Marcia up to deal with that. I also have this meteor guy up here who's going to prevent me from moving any units really up here, because I don't want them to take an extra hit of magic damage. So Marcia's just going to go ahead and go straight up to go get that meteor guy and deal with the bow guys on the back end. And then, as far as these guys go, if I could lure, maybe with Neff, lure some of them over, and then I want to stay just out of range of the killer axe guy. I want him to come down so that I could take him out on my terms. So all these other units will move up just to the edge of his attack range. All of these other units that could potentially eat a few hits if they needed to are going to go there. And then as far as who goes left here, I need to send somebody over here to deal with this killing edge guy, so that's going to be Soren. Somebody who can kill him from range without getting hit themselves. And then I also need a few other units to deal with these guys, and then I want to send Volk over to steal the psychic that that guy has. So Soren will go, actually he'll go right, he'll go here to start to bait those guys over. I'll send Volk over with him. Boyd will go over as well. And then, why doesn't Jill go with them? She's not in range of this bow, right? That's too far away, yeah. I guess Har can go over too, so that group will kind of go to the left and start dealing with this stuff. So I want to steal that psychic there. Astrid can go... Let's see, who do we have? Titania, Kieran. Astrid can move up a little bit. Why don't I put Joffrey here and swap him to a melee weapon? And then let me see... Yeah. So we can put Astrid a little bit behind with her bow. I need to watch out for this guy in particular, but he can't reach any farther than that. So Tanith can go... She'll go over too. I think will be the play. Ike can go up, maybe get some kills up here. Lucia can just kind of go over here as well if we need her. And then there's nothing for any of my healers to do this turn, so I'll just leave them in the back where they're safe. I do have this Purge with Reese, which may come in handy later. If you go and you look at the Unlisted video and you see how I failed, I probably could have prevented it by using that Purge with Reese, so I may do that later on. Rayson's just going to go here. He should be safe, right? So I'll just chant with him on whoever, on Reese, just to get some experience for Rayson for the turn. And that's going to be turn 1, so let's see what the enemy does here. Yeah, that guy comes over for Neff. Neff should be okay. It's a Laguz axe. Does more damage than I'd hoped. She gets the counter crit times 2, which is kind of cool that she killed that guy, but also scary because I think it leaves her open to a second attack from somebody. Alright, so this guy comes down for Marcia. She should be fine. This is the silver sword. It's actually going to be quite a bit of damage. I get my vantage first. I forgot to take off her Iron Lance, so that breaks, so I don't get a second hit. I forgot to do that the first time, too, so clearly I don't learn from my mistakes. Another guy coming down on Marcia. She should be okay. She dodged the silver sword, so she's pretty healthy. Gets the vantage, dodges the steel sword. Javelin's back, unfortunately, as well, because that Iron Lance broke and the Javelin was second in her list. She goes to that instead of the Steel Lance, which would have killed that guy. But because she has the javelin, she gets a vantage crit here and gets rid of that steel bow guy right off the rip, which is nice. So it actually kind of works out that she had that javelin, I guess. So one unit comes over on the left, the short axe guy opts to go for Titania, who eats it. Good thing he didn't attack twice, because that did more damage than I was expecting. That guy goes up for Marcia. Yeah, now this guy comes in. This is not the killer guy, but this hammer might do a lot. Oh! Nice. Alright, Neff. Whatever that counter crit was awesome. For as much as I've been saying I hate her as a unit, that felt pretty cool. I think it's because she had less than half health. She did double damage, or extra damage anyway. Longbow guy comes over to Marcia, that's fine. She dodges anyway. She hasn't even taken any damage up here. So she's quite strong. Looks like all these other units are going to come over, which is a little scary. Meteor guy going to go for Marcia, I assume. Yep. She dodges that as well. She's a champ up here. And then that Lagoose comes down as well. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. We definitely need to heal Neff, so that's scary. I'll just do a regular heal with Reese, which does not get her to full health, but that's not a bad thing because it gives me another target to heal next turn to get more healing experience for somebody potentially. As far as this goes, longsword guy I'm not too worried about. It's this killing edge guy that I need to get out of the picture. These guys aren't going to reach that far. So I want, I think, just Soren to take out... Oh, he doesn't do it on his own. So I'll need another ranged unit. It's Tanith. Tanith with the javelin will be enough as long as one of these hits, I think. Alright, they both hit, gets him low enough for Soren to finish him off. We'll back Tanith up just a bit here to get out of range of this guy. Now Soren can go ahead and finish off the killing edge guy from ranged. 100% chance, so that's good. It's really my main concern on this side is that killing edge of the crits could be really lethal, so we get rid of that. Soren gets a level up, which is nice. Skill and resistance. And then he will back up slightly there. Hopefully that draws the longsword guy out. And the rest of these guys are probably going to move over on their own, and then I need Volk in position to run in and steal that psychic. I can't leave anybody up here with not a lot of HP, because then he'll switch to the psychic to heal, and I won't be able to steal it, so... who can deal with this mercenary? I'm sure Volk could just... Oh yeah, 100%. So, can any of these units weaken without killing? No, that would kill... Hand axe. This will not, it's not likely to hit, but I'm going to go ahead and do this, so basically the idea is, okay, it misses, I get 1 experience. Basically the idea is if a unit's going to move in and get the kill, like, guaranteed, like that, then why not also have another unit just attack and just do some damage, to get some experience on top of the kill experience, which is the same no matter what, is my understanding. So, like with this, we got 1 experience on Har, we got 10 experience on Boyd, and then Volk was always going to move in and get the kill anyway, so we end up with the kill experience on Volk. We also save a charge of the stiletto by doing it this way, but in addition to the experience that goes to Volk here for getting the kill, which is 30. We also got 10 on Boyd and 1 on Har, so free experience doing it that way. Longsword guy gonna come in, he could hit Volk or Boyd, either of which will be fine, and then we'll just have Jill here ready to move in and help out if needed. Now I need to sort all this out. I want Marcia to go and get this guy. She can't reach because of these two guys in front of her, so who can get rid of those guys? It looks like we have a couple options. Astra not going to reach. None of these guys down here are, but Oscar or Kieran would reach. Kieran can go a little bit farther, so we'll do Oscar first. He will javelin, and more likely than not, take this guy out. So go ahead, Oscar. Let's get the hit here. Nice. Cool, cool. And then Marcia still can't reach unless we get rid of the silver sword guy. Kieran can move up and probably not take this guy out. No. And I don't think anybody else is close enough to help much. What I could do is move somebody up and then have Rayson go chant for them, and then they'd be able to reach. But then I need to make sure... then I need to make sure that Rayson is safe, which is going to be a little tricky with all of these other units. Astrid has her Lagoo's bow, so darn, she's not going to quite get the kill there unless she crits. But she could get him low enough for, I guess, Titania to move in and get that kill. So why don't we do that first, and then see if we get the crit. Astrid's going to get double experience either way, so... getting the combat experience here. No crit, unfortunate. But getting the combat experience doubled up and then letting somebody else get the kill works out to a good amount of experience. So if we can clear out all these units, then I can move Ike up, have Rayson chant him, get rid of this guy, and then Marcia can get rid of this guy this turn. Otherwise, this isn't going to work because I don't want Rayson up there in attack range. I could set up a wall around him to defend him from the melee units, but this meteor is going to be an issue. So let's just see how many of these I can potentially deal with first. Titania can go... Jeff, maybe I should have had one of these units available to take out this guy. Unless Lucia can do it on her own. No, not unless she crits. She is pretty likely to crit, though, so I think I'll try that first. Neff could come over to help out if she doesn't crit. So that takes care of that guy, which means Jeffrey can go finish off that one. Titania... let's see if she could take out the longbow guy. Not steel, hand axe. No, not quite. Darn, just short. What could she do against Killer Axe? Killer Axe is very scary. Not enough. So, if Lucia crits, then Neff is free. So, a lot of it's going to hinge on whether Lucia crits or not. So, let's commit to this. See if she crits. Come on, Lucia. She gets something. Dodges. No crit. Damn. That proc was her, I guess, her parity ability. It just reduces, like, terrain bonuses and that kind of stuff. Darn, really wish I had Jill or one of these other units that I moved and did an attack with available to attack here. Actually, I wonder if Valencia would just be able to finish this guy off. I kind of doubt it, but... oh, hey. Yeah, she could do that. So... alright, so then that frees. I need to get rid of the Lagoos. Joffrey can only reach the Lagoos. He's not going to hit with his bow, so because of where Astrid is, so he's going to have to go in with Steel Lance. Only a 76% chance. That's not great, but it's our only bet, so let's go in. Come on, don't miss. Alright, beautiful. That works out. Gets some... wow, he gets a lot of experience for that. That's pretty cool. Then he'll hang out up there. Now, basically, yeah. What did we say? We said Kieran and Neff can probably... can Kieran take out this guy? Steel Axe. Kieran can definitely take out that guy. He could also reach the Silver Sword guy, so we have a few different options here. The most important one, though, is going to be taking out this guy. So I think Alincia is safe here to go ahead and do this. Hopefully she dodges. Chop. Oh, she gets the double chop. It's from her sword, maybe? That was pretty cool. Gets a nice, healthy amount of experience as well, so that's good. Now we have a few options here. Again, we need Killer Axe guy gone so that I can move Racing up far enough to chant Ike or somebody else to take out this guy so that Marcia can go take out this guy so that Racing will be safe back here. So kind of a cascading effect of things going on. So first of all, let me just see if Kieran could do silver on his own. No. Ike? I assume he could. I won't know until I commit to it, though, is the problem. So first of all, let me do... Kieran can take out Bow Guy. We're hoping Ike can take out Silver Guy, which means I need Titania and Neff. That's 26 plus 22 is enough, but I can't miss is the problem. Mist won't be able to reach. Reese is spent for the turn. What does Kieran do? Oh, a lot. But I need him on longbow. Otherwise, I do... Yeah, I gotta go to the... I gotta commit to this and hope that I don't miss is basically what it's gonna come down to. Which is not super likely, but... Alright, alright. Alright, beautiful. That's like step one down. And if I do miss, I have to commit an extra unit to killing the Killer Axe guy because he's the one who could really mess me up if something crits. So we'll do Neff with the Javelin. Oh boy, come on, don't miss. Alright, one more hit. Ah, shit. Man, you give me 3 hits in a row and then you break my heart on the last one. Darn. So that means Marcia's not going to be able to reach this guy, I don't think. I could leave Longbow guy up instead, but then Ike's not going to reach because I can't move Racing in. I don't really trust him to eat the Longbow hit. I could put Kieran up to block, but that's not going to work. I need to get rid of this guy. Damn, if I had just had that one extra unit available, that's why I shouldn't move and have units wait until it's time. I would like Marcia to just go get Baloney Boy. He's got a meteor. There's another one that spawns over here with a meteor and a Bolognon is the name of the spell, I believe. And for some reason, I just started calling him Baloney Boy, so now I refer to every sage with a meteor as Baloney Boy, so just forgive me. That's how my overworked brain is operating right now, so you're going to have to listen to me call him Baloney Boy 10 more times probably, but... I mean, like, I'm fine, I just don't get the meteor guy. Because I'll do Ike here, he waits, Racing goes and chants for Ike. It's a long chant. Ike goes up, and we're just assuming he can deal with this guy, which yes, he can, so I was correct in my assumption. 94%, 89, 100, but I want to save that Regal Sword. That's 94, so we'll go with 94 here. Hopefully we don't miss. This does free up Marcia to now go get the meteor guy, but Ike dodges. Nice. But if she goes up to get the meteor guy, then I have to leave either the Killer Axe or the Longbow guy up. Both of which... Oh, I get the sword, which is cool. I'm just going to send that back for now. We'll use that in later missions. Either of which could go hit him. So, first of all, there's no way I'm leaving this Killer Axe guy up, because if he gets a crit, he could one-shot basically any unit. So we'll have Kieran deal with him. Hopefully he doesn't miss twice in a row. He does not. So that guy's handled. I think, do we get his axe too? No, we don't. I'm just going to have him move down. I already want to start moving these units basically back to help out on the left side, so... the thing is, if I think Rayson could eat a longbow hit, then I'm totally fine to just go and take out this guy, and then I can get Marcia back sooner. Otherwise, Rayson is out of range of the meteor, so everybody else up here is safe to eat the meteor hit if they need to. It's just, could Rayson eat the longbow and then get healed up after? Nothing else I can do, unfortunately. You know what? I'm just going to take out the longbow guy with the steel lance. 100% chance to do so, so let's go for it. Whoa. Big extra crit overkill. Totally unnecessary, but it looks cool. Alright, so we just have to live through one long-range meteor. I'll move Marcia way up here to deal with that. To finish him off next turn, and then everyone else should be safe, and then they can start moving along. Can anyone get long range healed? Oof, Titania kind of needs a heal. I'd rather save the charge on the psychic, but I don't love putting Mist in harm's way here. I don't think Meteor's going to do 33 damage. I could regret this decision, but we'll do that. We'll save the psychic charge. We'll use heal. That's going to take us to the end of our turn, so let's see what the enemy does. Yeah, this guy moves over, goes for Boyd, who should be totally fine. Alright, gets that guy low so I can pick him off with somebody next turn. These guys going to move over. We'll have to deal with them so that I can move Volk around to steal. Hopefully the Lagoos don't come down. What is this? Oh, no. Ah, crap. So, yeah, because Boyd hit him but didn't kill him, he switched to the Psychic, so now I'm not going to be able to steal it. That guy Meteor is Jeffrey. It does a lot more than I thought it was going to do, so that's a little worrisome. But thankfully Marcia's up here. She's just going to deal with this guy. 100% chance to kill him, so I don't have to worry about getting meteored anymore. Alright, level up on Marcia. Decent level up. She's getting almost to level 22, so I'm going to want to stop using her at some point. She's going to come down. There are going to be a couple Wyvern Lords, that spawn up here. But I'll let them... No. I'm going to leave Oscar and Marcia up here to deal with them. Everyone else will come down. Oh boy. So... Volk was supposed to go and steal this the Psychic's not equipped, so I can steal it. All he did was use a charge of it. Now, here, Night Killer, not particularly a concern, because I don't have any knights here. Where is Soren? Hello? There he is, hiding behind Har. Alright, I need to figure out how I'm gonna deal with all 5 of these in one turn. I also don't want to be within range of these, which unfortunately I can't help. So Volk is going to have to eat a couple hits to go steal that Psychic, potentially. So let me just get all these units moving down. So let me just double check the ranges here. Get them moving down. We want Astrid close because she has a Lagoos bow to deal with those Lagoos when they do come down. Kieran's not going to reach anybody. Where's Rayson? Rayson's up here, so he's not going to be able to really chant anybody. If I go here with Titania, then he could chant her to get her over to those enemies that I have to kill this turn. So that gets me 1 extra unit to attack with. Let me take a look. These guys up here. Marcia's fine. She's only missing 1 HP. I'm not going to waste a Psychic on that. So we'll move Neff down. We will have I'd rather Mist get the experience. Oh, Mist is going to come heal Jeffrey, who really needs it, just with a heal staff. Save the charges of Psychic. And go down one more square, because why not? And then Reese can top up Neff now, since he didn't last time, get some experience for the turn. Alright, and then I gotta figure out what I'm doing here, so... Gonna have to take a look at a few different permutations, I guess. First thing I need to do is make sure that I can get Volk back here, so I need to take out two of these, either on the top or the bottom, I guess. The bow guy I should focus on first, because he could definitely mess up my flyers. So Jill can absolutely do that on her own, so we'll just get rid of this guy. Quickly with Jill. Chop, chop. And I do believe that I get his bow, which I will give to Astrid, and then give the one with less durability to Jeffrey to use. So she'll back out of attack range now. I'll go one more, just in case I need that square for somebody else. Soren is going to be the one to take out these knights, because he does really good damage to them. So Thunder going to be enough? Definitely. The only other consideration, again, is like, do I want to go in and try to do a free attack with somebody? But at this point, oof, that's enough if I don't miss. So let's just let Boyd do that. Hopefully I don't miss. Ah, God. Oh my God. What a waste of a movement. That really sucks, actually. So let's see what Tanith can do. Iron Lance, not going to be enough. Oh, jeez, now I'm like in trouble. Valencia can maybe move over, Lucia could too, or Titania, so we have options. This is what I'm going to want to do with Soren regardless. I was just hoping that if I could get some other easy kills, I might be able to like sneak in some free experience on these knights, because they take hits pretty well. Here's a crit at the back end for no reason. Alright. He can just stay there. Volk still can't reach. I need to get rid of this guy. So in order to do that, I'm actually running a little light on units now. I guess I highly doubt Alincia is going to deal with this. No. What about Lucia? Yes? So this maybe isn't the most efficient it could be, but just go ahead and get this guy out of the picture, Lucia. She does. So that's fine. Now, I need to get rid of this guy. I don't actually have a lot of very good units to do it with. So let me just see who does what. Steel Axe, that's 30. That's pretty good. And then Tanith would do an additional 8, which would be enough. So those two could take out that guy if Titania could reach, which she can't. So in that case, what does Titania do? 20 guaranteed on top of Har's damage, so that's what we'll do. And then that leaves Tanith to hopefully be able to deal with this guy. Which she doesn't even come close to doing, unfortunately. That miss from Boyd really messed me up. Oh god, that's not even close to enough either. I don't have any single unit who could deal with that. So we're basically leaving this guy up, and he's just going to get a free hit on somebody. And it might be, it'll probably be Volk. And then Volk also has to eat the 2 hits from the Lagoos, so I really don't want to put myself in this situation, but I don't really have much of an option. The only other thing I could do would be to burn a charge on the Brave Axe. Because then I could have, you know, Titania doesn't reach anyway. I don't wonder, are Tanith and Titania enough to deal with this guy? 8. 12. Does she do 24 at any weapon? Hammer? Oh yeah, she's the hammer. So she could just do that. Alright, that's the solution there. So Tanith is just going to go in for some free damage. Why not get some experience since Titania is guaranteed to kill her anyway. And then hard deals with this guy. Okay, that's what we do there. So Javelin, free experience for Tanith. Alright, and then she's fine to stay there. Titania comes in with the hammer, drops the hammer on this mofo. Hopefully dodges, because he actually hits for quite a bit. Does not dodge. I'll get it healed up later, though. Gets rid of that guy, putting that hammer to good use. Gets some okay experience. Now, just make sure that Har gets rid of this guy with Steel Axe. 100% chance. So this guy's done for. He just doesn't know it yet. Har flies up, Har flies down, Har chops, Har dodges, Har chops again. Gets a little bit of XP. Alright, so he can stay right there. That clears a path for Volt to come in and steal the Psychic. Unfortunately, that also leaves him open to attack from 2 Lagoos and a Shine, which I'm just hoping he can eat that. If not, I'm in big trouble. There's no other square that I could, there's no other square that I could put him on where he'd be safe. I could have Alencia move in and rescue him and then be out of range, but then Alencia is in range of this Shine, so we're just hoping that Volk is going to be a G and dodge some of these hits. Because I want this Psychic. I get 40 experience. What is this guy's range? Is that far, so Alencia is going to go to the edge of it. Alright, and we hope that we don't fail this mission again. So he shines Titania, which should be fine. Oof, 11 damage. So she's in need of a heal, but nothing else is going to hit her this turn, so that's fine. Now these 2 Lagoos are both going to hit Volk, so come on Volk, pull some ninja shit here. Oh god, that hurts. Don't attack twice. No, it doesn't. Alright, so as long as this other one doesn't attack twice and does comparable damage to that first one, then we're okay. Alright. Okay, phew. I would have been, you have no idea how mad I would have been if he died right there. I already spent 2 hours on the first attempt, and now I'm half an hour into the second attempt, so I really don't want to fail this again. I want to get to other chapters today. So, alright, I left these guys up here to deal with these, so we'll have Oscar go in with Steel Axe. Not going to be enough to get the kill right now, but if he attacks me next turn, then it will be. I get the soul hit there. Would have been better on the second hit so that it actually healed me. As it stands, it does not. But we get him low enough to where if he attacks me next turn, I'll be able to finish him off. Marcia, unfortunately, a little too far away to go in with this steel lance, so just going to go in with a Javelin. It also gets him low enough to where I can take him out next turn. I believe it doesn't matter if these guys attack Oscar or Marcia, they should die next turn anyway. And if they don't attack, I can just chase them down and finish them off that way. So here we have... That Laguzbo has 3 charges. So Jill's going to actually come back and give the Laguzbo to Jeffrey for his Steel Lance that's about to break. And then Jeffrey, can Astrid reach that far one? She can. Let me just double check the movement on all these mobile units up there. Okay, so this is going to be pretty easy decision here. We have Jeffrey go in on one of them. Oh yeah, I forgot. Never mind. What am I doing? I forgot how low their health is from Volk hitting them, so... first of all, where's Mist? She's not going to reach. Grayson needs somebody to chant anyway. So if Mist goes here... I'm just going to burn a Psychic Charge so I can get double heals with her this turn, because Titania really needs a heal too. So we do that. She stays right there. I could have probably moved her up, used the heal, and then moved her back and saved the charge of Psychic, but too late now, so Grayson comes in and chants. Almost a level up on him. That allows Mist to go up and heal Volk. Heal just with the regular heal staff on Volk. And then, that's a big old heal. She almost levels up. She moves down a little bit out of the way. So I'll move, so there's, was there 2 more Lagoos? Yeah, there's a Lagoos there and a Lagoos there. So I'll want Astrid and Jeffrey to deal with them at some point. But for now, I'm just going to move Astrid there and Jeffrey here and swap their bows. So, because Jeffrey's not going to get used as much, so he has the one with 3 charges, she has the one with 15. Now I just need to clean up these units. I think I'm going to let Volk go ahead and just get the kill on this one. I think he's earned it. So, 100% chance, boom, chop that cat right in the face. That's a bad kitty. And Volk almost levels up. And how do we want to deal with that one? I guess if Boyd could do it, he could use the experience. Yeah, so, ooh, it's not enough. Pole Axe, not enough. Iron Axe, definitely not enough. Maybe I have somebody... Nobody's going to be able to poke it with a ranged attack. Oh, Har can. So, but I also want... What is this? That's a bow. I want somebody to move up here and start baiting these units out. It's not going to be a Wyvern Rider because of that bow unit, so we'll let Har go in, maybe get that free experience like we were talking about before. He does. So, what was that? 8 experience for him. He could move up a little bit to move in once that bow unit's dead. And then Boyd now, assuming he doesn't miss. So we'll just go with Iron, has the highest chance to hit. We'll get this kill here. Nice. Almost level up on him as well. Oh yeah, and then we have that Shine guy to deal with, so Kieran, if he could take him out, would be great, because he needs the experience. Looks like he definitely can. So, most likely just go ahead and do that, unless we want to try to get some poke experience in. That's going to be too much, so that's not going to work. Maybe Titania's Hand Axe. No, that's too much. Valencia, I don't want to have her get in harm's way. So, alright, so Kieran's just going to take this guy out. Steel Axe, go right ahead, buddy. Chop. This guy shines. Does hit. And we attack back. So I have quite a few units that need to be topped up here. Thankfully I have 3, 4 healers if you count Soren. So we can do that. I want to start baiting these guys down though, so let's go right on the edge of the Wyvern Rider's range so that hopefully they come down but don't attack me. And then this is within range of the bow guy as well, so the bow guy will come and hit Titania, and then hopefully I'm close enough for these ones to want to come down now so that I can go engage them. Everybody else is just going to move up and or get a heal for the turn, so... Alright, looks like Boyd is going to get healed by Soren. Like so. Get Soren some experience and some staff proficiency. Move him up a little bit, because I think he's going to be good for moving in and attacking those wyverns. And then Reese back here. So I'm not going to be able to reach anybody for a heal, I don't think. No. So everyone else just going to move along in case I need them. Reese just going to move up as far as he can while being safe. And then Alincia will go in and get the heal on Kieran for the turn. With the mend, I guess, because it's all she has besides the psychic. Get some XP for her. She can stay right there. Tanith moves in case we want her to swoop in and do some combat stuff. Lucia needs a heal as well, so I'll just put her there. Could have maybe moved her up and then had Reese reach her, but doesn't matter. That's turn. Let's see what enemy does. Bogai does come over, so that's good. We can move in and take him out after this. And that hit for more than I thought it would. And he dodges, which isn't great. Wyvern's not gonna move, maybe? These guys are. One of them's just gonna run by for some reason. This one's gonna go for Marsha. I get Vantage. I think it's gonna leave him with one. It does. I dodge, I attack back. Have to burn an extra charge on the Javelin to deal that 1 point of damage, which feels a little bad, but that's alright. She gets the kill, gets the experience. Okay, so we get some more reinforcements there, and that's all that the enemy's gonna do. So, Race and transforms. Now I have the ability to Canto 4 units, potentially, all the adjacent units. We'll let Oscar get this kill because he's behind, so that's a 100% chance right here to just finish this guy off. So go ahead, Oscar. Boom. And then we'll move him down to get healed shortly here. For now, Marsha's she's only missing 1 health. And what I want to do with Marsha is have her fly up and deal with this longbow, and then have Soren move in and deal with this killer lance, so that it's clear for Volk to steal this psychic as well. There's also this sleep, so I want to get Mist up here too because she's a recovery staff to heal that sleep. But that's probably a couple turns away, and that's kind of where I messed up last time. Was just in the process of moving them up to do that. I was worried about these left units, and I overcommitted Oscar onto this Brave Sword guy. This guy's the worst. I need to be able to move in and kill him very quickly. Unfortunately, mages are going to spawn when I get close, who have the long-range Blizzard and Meteor, so it's like I can't even get units close enough to commit. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it this time. We'll see. It's going to be a mess, though, so just be ready for that. I'd like to start dragging some of these units out, though, and all that was just to say I think I'm going to leave Marsha up top for when I'm ready to do that with her. As far as what's going on over here now, I need to stay out of this Brave Sword range, but I want to be in this attack range. That guy can go a little bit farther, so I want to be within this attack range, but outside of that attack range. Not worried about the Lagoos. I think these guys are going to come down on their own, and I want to be out of that range. So basically, if I'm looking at this right, these two have overlap, which is good. I just want to be out of that. Wow, that's not going to work then. So Titania needs a heal. Anybody else with a really long range that I need to worry about? No, not at the moment. So what we can do then is have... Where is she? Need to think about that quadruple canto as well. So where the hell is Mist? There she is. Mist is going to heal Titania, and then Race can go up to this square right there. Is that the one? It's the one above. Yeah, it's the one above Tanith. So Mist will go in, heal Titania up to full like this. And then she'll get a level up, which is cool. It's an okay level up. Oh, darn. Now, she wanted to go 2 squares above Tanith. Unfortunately, I miscalculated her canto, so she cannot. But that square is going to be fine, because Racing can go there once we move Tanith away. So, Titania, can she take out this steel bow guy on her own? No. But she could do some free poke damage, so that's what she'll do. This is just free damage, free experience. So that's good. A little bit of XP on her. And then she'll drop down right here. If I calculated that correctly, it's going to drag over these 2 Wyvern Riders for me to then move in and attack. It should not bring over the Silver Lance one, which is stronger, and it's definitely out of range of Brave Sword, which is the strongest unit on the map, if you can believe it. Because it's going to attack 4 times and has a 24% chance to crit, which does 3 times damage. So that guy's nasty. I need to get rid of the bow guy, though, and I have many units who are capable of doing that. So let me just think. I guess it doesn't really matter. Who wants the experience? I guess Boyd goes in with the Iron Axe. That'll be fine at a 90% chance as long as I don't miss. There we go. Alright, now I don't want to overextend my units too much here. Boyd gets a level up. HP and strength. I'm very happy with that. Anytime I get strength, I am happy. He is also within range of both, just this one, so that's fine. Now what I want to start doing is moving units up here. So I need Volk up here to steal the Psychic, and then I need Astrid and Jeffrey are going to deal with the Lagoos when they come over, so they can just kind of hang out here. I guess kind of like that. And then I need Mist as well to get up here for her Restore Staff. Tanith can just go there. Who else needs to be healed? Lucia. So we'll have Alincia, less any of these other units. No. So Alincia will just mend right here. And then I'm going to have her Canto. Racing can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Alincia can go there. Reese has nobody to heal, really? Oh, he can heal Boyd. I could heal Boyd, but then I wouldn't be able to get into position to be Cantoed. There's really no reason to even Canto at this point. Aside from Soren, I want him to go to the north as well, so he'll go there to get Cantoed. Kieran will be ready to swoop in. Har will be ready to swoop in. Alincia, we can just kind of move up in case we need her for some strange reason. Ike can move over for combat when they get close. Jill, I don't want her close to any of the longbow guys. She'll go there. Nothing for Reese to do right now. He'll hang out there. Neff as well can hang out here, and then Rayson moves in and Chance to get his experience for the turn. It would be kind of cool if it gave me 10 experience per unit so I could get like up to 40 instead of only 10 per turn, but anyway, he gets a level up. HP and resistance are good, just to make him a little more survivable. That does also... Oh yeah, Mist was able to be healed. So that lets Mist heal him because he got a point of HP on the level up. And then it also lets Alincia heal Mist because she got a point of XP on the level up. I should have done Alincia first because I want Mist to move up with her Restore Staff. But we'll move her up like there because Alincia could still reach here. And Mend gets her experience for the turn. And then just stays over here. And then Soren I'm going to have move up to deal with the Killer Lance. Alright, so that's turn. I'm just going to go right to the enemy phase, see what they do. Hope I didn't mess up. So this guy goes for Titania. She should be okay. We'll eat this Steel Lance here. Alright, does more than I would have liked, but she's alright. Does about half of his health, gets a little bit of XP. This other guy's going to come down too, I assume, also go for Titania, who should again be fine. Yep. Again, does a little more, about 2/3 of his health this time. Very close to a level up on her. The Lagoos comes down. These two come down, which is good. The problem... Okay, we're fine. The problem would have been if those long-range mages spawn this turn. Thankfully, they don't. Ooh, maybe I can go in and take out the Brave Sword guy like this, and then get back out. She's the only one who's going to be able to reach, and she's not the strongest, unfortunately. I'll definitely heal her up before I do this, but let me just see. She wouldn't do enough, so I can't do that. Man, that guy is such a pain in my side. Jeffrey can reach with the Laguz bow. Astrid cannot. If I do that, he is committed to that square. I cannot Canto out, which means he would have to eat the Silver Lance. He would thankfully be out of range of the Brave Sword. I'll probably move up and... I need to move up with Canto units who can then get out of the Brave Sword range. So... Alright. First of all, I need to be out of range of that Killer Lance. Soren could go right here to deal with that guy. I have a lot of different options here. That would definitely deal with that guy, and then Soren's locked into this square. Which means the Laguzax guy could come and hit him, but only the Laguzax guy, which I'm kind of okay with dragging that guy down and dealing with him. I don't think it's going to kill Soren, so I will actually commit Soren to this square like this. Alright, boom, boom. And that, he might have a Canto left over. Yeah, he does, but I am going to leave him here intentionally. Now, I need someone to be able to go in and get that unit and then get back out too. So it's going to be hard. Does not do enough. Him in concert with Tanith. That's 18, almost guaranteed, plus 19 is enough. So we'll do Har second, so he gets the bulk of the experience. Tanith goes in, gets essentially a free hit here. Alright, that's good. Now she can't... Oh, shoot. Uh-oh, I miscalculated that. She cannot get out of range. Oh god, what's this guy? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not that guy, it's this Killer Lance. 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. That's not good. I'm gonna have somebody go rescue her because I miscalculated. Hopefully somebody can rescue her. Shoot. Well, I know that Jeffrey's gonna commit to this square and Laguz bow this. Oh, he only hits once. Man, I am not in a great spot right now, actually. I could have Rayson come over and chant, and then I can Laguz bow twice, which is still not enough to kill, and then I'm in range of that guy. I was hoping somebody could move over and get him, but they can't. Titanium needs a heal. And then hopefully Rayson can go over and Canto out. That guy hits all the way down there. Need to get out of range of that. Just out of curiosity... Oh, it doesn't go that far. Just out of curiosity, I'm not going to commit to this, but Purge would do 25 to that guy at a 66% hit chance. That's awfully tempting. I know I need to get rid of these guys too. I'm just not super worried. I have a lot of options from over here. Astrid might be able to get this guy with the Laguz bow if she gets Cantoed from Rayson. So how could I line all that up? Boyd isn't going to do anything else this turn because... he doesn't have Canto to get out of range of anything. He could take out this guy though. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't get hit, but why don't I just have him do this, because otherwise he's just sitting around for the turn. Dodge. Does not dodge. A little unfortunate. but he does get the kill, so that's good. And then, so I want to line all this up here, where I need, where's Astrid's range? Basically, if I put Mist here to heal Titania, then Astrid could go into Har's square. Can Har get rid of this guy? Why not just let Har do this? Unless I need him to come over and deal with the Lagoos, but I don't think I will. Alright, so we'll do this. Nice. I don't know what that little flash was on the top left. It was some ability or something, but Har does that. And then he can Canto, like, just out of the way. Where is Mist? I already was moving her up. She's gonna come over, heal Titania, like so. And then I guess she could actually go, doesn't really matter. I'll have Racing on that square. So she'll go there. Did I mess this up already? No. So Astrid can go here now, and then I can Canto her with Racing to be able to reach the Feral one and take it out with the bow, and I'm out of range of the Silver Lance, so that is good. Who that has Canto could go get this guy and then get out of range, and who can rescue Tanith? I don't think anybody can rescue Tanith because she's on a flyer, so she's just going to have to not get crit by this Killer Lance, or I'm literally screwed. I could also potentially purge this guy, which is not going to kill him, so oh boy. Marsha's not going to be able to get in range of that. Oh, she can. So if she could get in the range of that Killer Lance, this says negates any bonus damage a weapon might have dealt. I don't think that includes crit damage. I think crit damage is just flat damage, but if I had to choose between Tanith and Marsha getting hit, I'd much rather Marsha gets hit with this Killer Lance. I think she's more likely to eat it. So if I don't have any way to get Tanith out of here, then Marsha goes in to try to eat the hit. I need to get rid of this guy too. Oh god, and that guy could also hit Tanith, so jeez, why did I frickin' do this? Alright, well let's just deal with the Lagoos first of all. We'll have Jeffrey go first, because he gets locked into this square. We do Lagoos bow for 19, we hopefully don't miss. Alright. Now, Astrid, I'm hoping can hit twice here. After I do the Canto. What is the movement? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7, 8, 9, she can move to a safe square, right? I'm not miscalculating that this time. Jill also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could not get out. So it's going to have to be Titania that goes in. Or Kieran would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So it's going to have to be Titania. Right? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So Titania goes in. Steel Axe. Oh, please don't miss. That's a 100% chance, but it's not enough. Alright, so just don't miss. Alright, thank God. Because my flyers would have been in danger. Alright, level up on Titania. HP, nice. Strength, nice. Skill, nice. Defense, alright, that's a good level up. And then she can Canto to safety. What else do we basically have here? Just get Neff. Really, nobody can go and save Tanith. I can't pick her up because she's on a wyvern. Jeez, after all this, I may just end up failing this mission anyway. Alright, well, I need to do a Canto. Where's Valencia? She could Psychic Titania to full for the hell of it, but why don't I have her just go up and get a heal off for the turn with Mend. Then she So I'm assuming Astrid's going to be able to take that guy out, and then I need to move a unit in to soak up the hit from... Oh god, that guy can hit Tanith too. I'm so fucked. Pardon my language, but I really am. My other option would be to get Jill here. Is that enough movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to ranged attack that guy. Ugh, but she'd be in range of Brave Sword, so I wouldn't do that. Darn. Ike's not gonna help out. Alright, well, Marsh is going into this square to hopefully... I just want to get attacked by just the one guy. I don't think that's an option. That is an option. So she's going to go in range of the killer to hopefully take that away from Tanith. That's going to go there. He's going to go do his chant. That's going to give him some XP and allow Astrid to finish this guy off. Yes, 100% chance we finish this guy off. Don't have to worry about him now. Gets a lot of XP due to her Paragon ability. Gets a bow rank up. She'll stay right there. Now, I'm hoping, because this guy can go basically have his pick of the litter as far as who he wants to attack. Jill, if she goes there, she could start hitting him, but then she's in range of the Brave Sword and cannot Canto out. If I was just one square over, I'd be fine, but I'm not. So I'm going to put her here, just hoping to lure this guy down, because he could hit anybody. Him hitting Soren is actually a little scary. Anyone else I think would be fine. Mist instead of Valencia or heal Boyd for the turn. And then go there. Valencia can stay there. She's safe. Yes. Oh man, it's just Tanith, because Tanith's going to get hit by this Lagoo's Axe and this Silver Lance, which already might be too much for her, and then this freaking Killer Lance. So my only other option is like moving up other units here to block her from getting hit from the Killer Lance. But that means that somebody else is going to get hit by the Killer Lance. So... they'd have to be very strong to eat the hit. Definitely don't trust any of these units to do it. Reese is not going to be able to kill him with the long-range spell, so it's not even worth trying. I will get him in range to take out the Brave Sword guy, though, and I'm going to hope that those long-range mages don't come out this turn, although I think they will. So, my only real choice here is Ike and Kieran. If I put them here and above, then that protects Tanith from the Killer Lance, but it means that they might have to eat the Killer Lance, which I don't know if they could do. Ike has a lot of HP. He's not the tankiest, though. Oh, God. And I think he opts to go for Ike, because he's like the main character. I trust Ike to eat it more than Tanith. We hope it doesn't crit. This all could have been avoided if I had just counted out the Canto and had her just one square down. This would have all been completely irrelevant. This would have been a great turn, but as it stands, this Killer Lance could just mess me up. So I think we... shit. I think we... fuck. Alright, we're just gonna go like this. That's not in range of this guy, is it? Oh god, it would be. So I can't block Tanith with Ike, because then Brave Sword guy comes over, and then it's like a guaranteed kill on Ike. So I put him here just to use him as bait, so that it just, hopefully it doesn't choose to attack Tanith. He has a short spear too. Which, are you kidding me? This whole time, was she not in range of the Killer Lance? It was just the short spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she was never in range of the Killer Lance anyway. And I moved Ike and Marcia in the range of the Killer Lance. She was only in danger of getting hit by the short spear, the Lagoo's axe, and the silver lance, which still probably too much, but... ah, shit. I am just really messing up here, so... Alright, we're gonna end and just see what happens. That guy goes for Astrid, which is fine. That's gonna hurt, I assume. But hopefully not... Okay, nice dodge. And it doesn't hit twice, so that's great. That guy moves out. Alright, here we go. Oh, my god, he opts to use the short spear instead of the Killer Lance. Why? I have no idea. But that all works out. Okay, yeah, then this guy comes down. Does he have a short axe? Yeah, and she could eat a short axe. Alright, and then there comes the mages. Alright, so that all works out, but now we have like an entirely new set of challenges here, so these guys being able to cast from this far away are a huge problem. I was hoping to have Reese do his like purge on this guy. So basically, alright, what order do I even want to start thinking about what to do here? I know Soren needs to get rid of the killer, like immediately. Let me check the range. Thoron does not scare me too much. It's these two spells. So Soren can take out this guy. Absolutely. And then I don't have to worry about that Killer Lance getting a crazy crit off. We do dodge, which was to be expected. At a 15% hit chance, and then we get a extra crit on the back end. I think that was just for the hell of it. Close to a level up. We Kanto him just out, and that takes care of that. That was like the most pressing thing. Now Marcia, I think, wants to deal with the longbow guy and then get out. I need Volt close to move up and steal the psychic at some point, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So Marcia's gonna... yeah, she's fine. Even if I mess this up, she's fine, so I don't have to worry about her. So she'll do this. I don't have to worry about the longbow getting my flyers crit, so I get the one-hit KO there. And then she cantos to safety. Beautiful. Alright, now, as far as this Lagoo's goes, I want to take him out with Astrid and Jeffrey. In order for them to reach, they're going to have to stop halfway and get cantoed by Rayson, so that's the concern there. I need my flyers to be out of range of this blizzard, because it's a magic spell. A wind spell, which does extra magic damage to flyers. And then ideally, I could just get everybody out of range of the long-range magic until it's safe to move in. So Jill needs to get out of range of the wind. This is the enemy. So she can move in and attack and then canto out to safety. So let's... oh, not that way. This way. Not enough to kill, but enough to get him low enough for someone else to maybe do it. So go ahead and attack. Alright, she dodges. Maybe she gets a crit. No. Alright, but we get him nice and low. And that's going to let her get safely out of range. And then I need the Lagoo's dealt with. So I need Jeffrey and Astrid as far as possible so that they can move in, attack, and canto out to safety. It's basically the play here. So max range for Jeffrey is here, but I can't put Rayson on this square, so it's going to be here to that square. Which means Rayson goes one above Har, Astrid goes there where Alencia is. So why don't we let Astrid get this kill. Let's move Alincia off of the square that Astrid wants to go to. Anybody for her to heal? Anything for her to do? Not really. So she's just going to kind of back way up for now. Could Psychic Marsha for 1 HP, but I don't think I'm going to waste the charge of Psychic on that, so that's fine. So we'll have Astrid probably take out this guy. Yeah, 100% chance. Go ahead, Astrid. Going to be a nice level up from this 2, which should help with killing that Laguz up there if we get good stat points. So, yeah, a lot of XP. Strength? No? Alright, so that doesn't really help us that much. But she's gonna go to this square, and then wait, and then Jeffrey's gonna go to this square, and then wait, and then Racing can Kanto them both so they can go deal with this guy. But I also could potentially Kanto 2 other units, so Reese is... Oh, could he reach from here? No. He has to move into the enemies. If I had put him here, I think he would have been far enough to purge and then get Kantoed and then move out. But unfortunately, Astrid is there, so that's going to be what it's going to be. I need other units to take out this guy and then Kanto out. Har 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would work, but Mist would have to not be standing there. There's nothing else for Mist to really do, so we'll just get her over here. Again, it's only... Oh, that's Oscar. You know what? I will Psychic Oscar from range, because he's going to want to be healthy for moving in and attacking. So that's fine. Boyd just wants to get out of the way. Neff doesn't matter what she does this turn, nor Lucia. I need... Yeah, nobody can safely go and get that guy. So let's just see as far as getting this guy low goes. Why don't we just do this free hit here, and then we can Kanto her to safety. Boom. Dodge. Nice. And then she gets the hell away from there. Now, Har can finish this guy off, maybe? No. So I need Tanith to help out. Which she should be able to do. And then, yeah, then she can Kanto back plenty. So, Har, Steel Axe, don't miss. He goes up, he comes down, and he chops. And he gets hit, which makes me wish I didn't already move my healers. I should have waited. I don't know why I'm so hasty sometimes with that. Oh, wait. Okay, phew. For a second there, I thought I moved him into the square that I needed to move Reese into. That would have been real bad. Actually, it kind of works out because Reese can go here and heal, get some XP for the turn, get Har topped off, and he can get Kantoed as well in case I need to throw another heal after this. So Tanith, Iron Lance, 87% chance to kill, so she goes for that. Alright, gets it first try, very nice. Decent XP, and then she backs way up. Alright, now Racing, you can go ahead and do your chant. This is the correct square, right? Because that's going to hit Jeffrey and Astrid so that they can go and deal with the Laguz. And then Kanto to safety. So why don't we have why don't we have Jeffrey go first? Does 20, and then hopefully Astrid can hit twice. If not, I think Kieran there could maybe finish him off and then cancel out. So we do that. Gets a level up out of it, which is cool. Level 12 now, HP Nice, that's a good level up. A lot of points. And then he cantos to safety. Now, Astrid will go hopefully finish this one off and then be able to canto down to there. I think is the plan. Lagoose yep. Can she do it with the steel? No. So we'll have to use the charges on the Lagoose, which is fine. That's what it's for. Yep, 100% chance. Gets rid of this guy. Chop. Chop. Level up again. Very nice. It's like 2 turns, 2 levels for her. She levels so fast. Speed and luck, that's alright. And then get her to safety. Alright, so now it's just a matter of, let me just check. Kieran's not going to kill this guy. No. He's too fast. I don't get double hits on him, that's the problem. So I'm going to need to commit multiple units to getting rid of that guy. And any units I do commit are like in range of all of this, so it's going to be real hard for them to live through it all. That's how I lost Oscar last time. It was actually because this guy hit me 4 times and crit on one of them. He was able to eat the rest of it just fine. It's literally just this one guy. So we'll move everybody to safety and see if maybe these guys move down a bit. If I can get them to a point where I can pick them off before I have to go in on this guy, then that's good. We still have... What is this, chapter 26? We have 13 turns to clear for full bonus experience, which I thought seemed like a lot, but seeing as I may have to take several turns to like back up here and lure the enemies out before I go in, that's actually gonna be nice. So we have 5 turns to finish. I want to steal that guy's psychic. I need to be careful of the ranged magic and the brave sword, and that's where we're at. So, get Oscar 1 square closer just because we can. And that's going to be turn, so let's see what the enemy does here. I'm not in range of anything. So yeah, they're just going to move over. Now... Yeah, this guy is the wind magic that could absolutely destroy my flyers, so I need to get out of his range. Thoron, I'm not super worried about, and I'm not in range, so it looks like he's going to move over on his own. I didn't want to have to, like, move 30 units because it's going to take forever, but I'm going to move everybody back and just keep luring those 2 out so that they're out of the Swordmaster's range. I'm going to also just use these reinforcements. Because why not? I think everybody can get back far enough. You definitely just need the flyers out of range is the main thing. These other units can go a little bit further back. Question is, could Marcia fly in? That's the Thoron guy. She could take out Elwyn, but then she's in range of this guy. Yeah, so I'm just going to let them all come back for one more turn, and then I should be able to start pressing in again, is the hope. Everybody can get to safety, right? Just on the edge of the attack to keep luring them out. A lot of movement going on here. Anybody who needs a heal, Marcia up there and Jeffrey up there for 1 HP apiece. So we'll send Mist up here. She wants to be at the top anyway to use her restore. In case anybody gets slapped going for that psychic staff up there that I'm trying to steal. So that's good. Reese comes down. Need Racing to do a chant for the turn. Doesn't really matter where as far as I know, so I'll just throw a random chant on those 2. Could also then move Valencia up to Psychic Jeffrey for XP for the turn, but I don't... Ah, screw it. If I end up stealing that other Psychic up there, I should have plenty of charges left, so this is going to get her a level up, so I might as well do it. Alright, and a good level up it was, so... Let's keep backing up our units here. I know it's taking forever. It's already been almost an hour and a half in this mission, plus the intro that I edited on to the beginning. This is probably a very long recording, but that's just what it is at this point. So, alright, that's turn. My partners, I forgot to have Ike order them. Looks like they're kind of heading where I wanted them to anyway. Enemy's gonna move down, I hope. Yes and yes. So, now, Valencia self-heals herself every turn, which means I don't get healing experience, which is a shame, but we are just out of Brave Sword range if somebody... So I don't want to do... Where's Marcia? If Marcia goes here, let me see if she could take out Elwind. She'd be safe there, and then everyone else can press up just fine too, so... she doesn't take the extra damage from wind magic because of her full guard, and she's 100% to kill this guy this turn. So we get rid of this guy, and then I'm much less scared of moving my flyers in without this wind magic guy to worry about. She dodges, she gets the kill. Nice. Alright, and then she has to stay there. Let's see who can take out the Thoron guy. Looks like Soren could reach. Why don't I just have Soren go and do it? He has pretty strong magic resistance. Yeah, see, he takes 0, so I think we just have Soren go and do that. That's not in range of Brave Sword. Oops. So this is the one I call Baloney Boy, because he is Bolganun equipped, but he also has Meteor. He also has a Psychic I can steal, but I'm really not worried about that. I just want to get this Psychic. So that's going to move Soren in the range of the Meteor guy, which is a little scary, but he should be able to eat one hit and then move back out if needed. So I'm not too concerned with that. I'm just concerned with any of these guys also being able to reach, which they could not. So Soren's just going to go in and do his thing right here. So boom, boom, get rid of this guy. Alright, takes no damage and attacks back. Wonderful. Alright, so we get a level up for Soren too, so that's good. Speed and luck, that's an okay level up. Then he stays there. Alright, so I don't know, I don't think that Baloney Boy here is gonna move, so I'm gonna need to like rush in to take him out, but everybody else can move back up to the outer edge of the attack range. Maybe I can move some of these units up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's not quite close enough. Unfortunately, yeah, that's keeping me at bay from being able to move in and ranged attack the Brave Sword guy down. So we'll have to figure that out next turn, but for right now, everybody's just going to go here. Ike, I want to have him direct those reinforcements. Just go deal with that guy. If nothing else, be a distraction for me. And then Titania moves up. Everybody just moves up to the edge here, basically. Yeah, also, again, Reese with his whole purge thing. Possibly being able to take out that guy. He can't without also being in range of the Meteor, though, so that's kind of the problem there. Was there somebody else who could get healed? No. Right? No. So, no heals for the turn, unfortunately. Whoops. Just move everybody up. Again, no, taking forever, but gotta move everybody up, everybody up. Also, apparently at the end of turn 9, which is right now, 3 paladins appear to the right of the boss again, so we may have 3 more units coming in that we need to deal with. So we'll see if that happens. Everybody moves up, everybody moves up. And then Rayson does his chant for the turn, just for the hell of it. Nice. And then that's turn. So these guys gonna move up eventually, hopefully just be like a distraction. Enemy phase, yep, there's the reinforcements. Nothing else happens, surprisingly. Surprisingly, this guy does not attack from that far away, so that's interesting. Steel sword with the goose bow. I still want to go steal from that guy. Let's see what Marcia could do here. Okay, Marcia. That's what the hell I'm talking about. At this point, I think I just, like, commit to that. Wow, see, he only hits... Or does 2 mean 4? No, 2 means 2. 2 doesn't mean 4, because it'll say 4 if it's 4. So, most he hits for is 2 crits, which is 12 damage, which is fine. Marcia could eat that and everything else, so... At this point, I'm not even going to worry about another way to do this. I don't care about Marcia getting fed. I don't care about the charges on the Brave Lance that I'm wasting. I'm just getting rid of this guy. So, right off the rip, boom, he's done. I don't have to worry about that guy hogging up the middle of the field. So that frees up other units to move in. Marcia could just stay here with the damn Lance equipped. Eat all of these hits and probably... kill some of them too, and then she can move up and take out the fire guy, so that's safe for everyone else to move up the next turn. So I'm just gonna wait a turn before moving these guys in. I think if I moved him up a couple squares, then the fire guy wouldn't even attack, because he didn't attack when Marcia and Soren were in here, but I mean, they're not going to die to 1 hit. I just want to make sure they don't also get hit by any of these guys. So I'm comfortable moving them up a little bit. At least these guys. Volk can go up here so that he can go steal. Watch the fire guy, like, attack and one-shot somebody. Since I'm doing this. That would be catastrophic. Racing's actually going to stay back a square. I should have probably left Mist back a square too. Enchant. I think that's... Wait, no, that's in range. No, that's out of range. So now we can move Soren up, because Soren is going to be useful for taking out those mounted units. So Soren goes there. Flyers go in here, get them that much closer. They could all eat a hit of fire if needed. Valencia, I want to stay out of range of the meteor as well. Should have left Mist out. Hopefully she could eat a hit. Alright, hopefully that wasn't a horrible decision. It's me being rushed when I should have just been playing it safe, but... Enemy phase... Fire goes for Marcia, so that's all good with what I did on the right. Marcia dodges, which is amazing. She still has her Brave Lance equipped, so she cannot attack this guy back. Shouldn't do much even if it hits. It does more than I thought it would, but not a ton. And that guy backs up. This guy comes down with a Steel Sword. This guy should just get destroyed. I get Vantage, I get double hit with Brave Lance. He's done, just like that. Why even bother attacking me, dude? Almost another level up for Marcia. She's really going to have to sit out these last couple missions or she's going to get over-leveled. Those guys come down, so I can go engage them. Alright, we're in good shape now. I mean, knock on wood, I don't want to fail this close to the end, but if Marcia goes up and just gets rid of Meteor, I'll feel a lot better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then she gets 7, 8, 9 back down. So she goes in, Steel Lance is plenty, guaranteed kill. So we do that. This guy can't even hit me back. Boom, boom, nice. Gets another level up. What is that, level 18 out of 20? So, yeah, probably want to stop using her so much and let some other units get some XP. But she's going to go there where she's safe. Volk, oh, 1 square away from being able to steal. Rayson could Kanto him so he could steal this turn. I just then need to make sure that Rayson is safe. In order to do that, I have to take out a lot of units here, which I should very easily be able to do with my whole army here. So, anybody able to reach that top left guy? No. What about this guy? Steal lands. Why don't we start with him? Because I have the least options for that. Nobody's going to be able to reach this guy, but he doesn't have a lot of mobility. Soren probably could just take out a guy by himself. So what about Soren right here? Yep, that would destroy that guy. He would be in range of this guy, but that doesn't concern me too much, to be honest with you. Plus he can Kanto back, so we'll just do this. Soren, you just go right ahead. I probably should care about, like, free poke damage like this. Because as we get close to the end of the game here, the opportunities to get experience are getting more and more limited, so, you know, a free 10 experience or whatever this works out to, yeah, actually, you know, all that adds up, so that's fine. And then she backs up a little bit. I don't care if she's in range of this guy. Har, let's see. Hardy Har, that's not gonna cut it. What about Titania? That's fine, gets him down to 2. So another extra 10 experience, another extra 1 experience because it misses. Also, not worried about Titania being in range of that guy, so that's fine. Now, maybe I just have Har finish this guy off and use Soren on one of these. I have so many units to work with, though, is the thing, but, yeah, screw it. Why doesn't Har get this kill? So we still get 2 free pokes, 11 extra experience, and then Har gets the experience for the kill. Which is pretty decent, gets him close to a level up. And he could just stay there. So, it's really these 2 that I need to make sure that I take out. I also... not worried about that. And that guy can go pretty... shoot. Nobody can reach that guy up there, though. Oh, you know what I could do? So I want Rayson to move in and Kanto Volk so that he could steal. He only needs 1 additional square, but if I put him there, and then I put Soren here, then Rayson can go here to Kanto, and he's safe in that square. Not from the shine, unfortunately, but that allows Soren to then move over and take out this guy, right? Because from here it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, and then I Kanto back 1, and then he has to eat a Lagoo's Lance, which is fine. I could potentially even do that with another couple units, so, alright. Who's going to deal with these 2 then is kind of the question. Tanith, I feel like probably not strong enough to on her own. No. But she can get some free poke damage, so why don't you go ahead and just get a little XP here, Tanith. Alright, that's good. Gets her close to a level up, and then I can just move her out of the way. What about you, Astrid? You need Axe experience. Are you going to be able to do this on your own? Yes, 100%. So just go right ahead. Do that. Gets her a lot of experience. Well, decent amount. Double than what she would have gotten without her ability. Oh yeah. I didn't want Tanith there. It's fine. It's all fine, right? No way we fail at this point, he said moments before he failed again. And had to make another Unlisted video that nobody's ever gonna see. Alright, so I do want Soren up there like I was talking about. So Volk's gonna go here to be able to go up and steal, and then he'd have to eat potentially Shine and Lagoo's Lance, which is going to be fine for him, because then Soren's going to go here. which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kills that guy, and then moves back. And then I could potentially have another unit get cantoed in to just deal with this or deal with that. So who's going to be strong enough to do that? Boyd, I think, could deal with this guy. Let me just see. Oh, the hand axe would do it on its own, so that'll be Boyd's job, is dealing with that guy after Volk steals. Soren's job is getting rid of this guy, which I'm pretty sure he can do, and if not, he can do that. And then I need somebody else who's strong and mobile to go in and kill this guy, while leaving enough units down here to deal with that. I think Ike could deal with that guy, or one of them, certainly. And if he goes here, what is this? Boss has 1-2 range, so 1-2. This square is safe from the boss. So why don't we have Ike do that? If Ike goes from, so this will be, goes from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he doesn't reach. He does reach this guy though, so maybe that's the play. Well, we're committing to this. We know we're committing to this. I could also do it 1 square higher to get a little bit farther. Yeah, I could do it from here. But then I have to kill this guy and the other guy, or else Racin's in danger. I do have other units who could just deal with the steel guy. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll do Racin goes here, which means he goes 1, 2, 3 up 1. Yes. And then Soren can reach from here. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can reach either one from this tile. And then Ike, from this tile specifically, could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. He could reach there or there. So he goes there. And then I don't think anybody can actually stand on that tile, so I do miss 1 canto. But this should work. Yeah, that should work. And then I have other units who could just go take out the Shine guy on their own without having to be cantoed, so we do that. Volk, you know that I want that Psychic, so you go around the backside, steal the Psychic. Boom, got it, and gets a level up. Awesome. Level 10, 1 whole point of HP. I mean, that's alright. It's more his survivability that I'm worried about than anything with him. So let's see how we deal with this stuff here. Ike would not get that guy, not get that guy. Yes, get that guy, but I don't want to burn the Regal Sword if I don't have to. He would not get that guy even with the sword. Oh no, he's not getting that guy. Yeah, he's not getting that guy at all. So Soren, I think, though, will get this guy. Yeah, absolutely. So Soren does this, and then I burn the Regal Sword charges. I have that hammer knee, however you say it, that staff that lets me repair the durability on an item, so I may end up using that on the Regal Sword if I have to use it here. I get the Laguz land, so that's cool. Because, yeah, I don't have anyone else who can reach that paladin up there at all at this point, so it's going to have to be Ike with Regal. That's the only way to kill him. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. It's close, which is a shame, because I'd like to not have to use the Regal, but this is guaranteed kills, so we go for this. Here we go. Ike. Boom. Dodge? Yes? Yes. And attack back. Wonderful. Man, this is going to be a long-ass recording. Holy cow, what a mission. Alright, get some XP on Ike. Now, we need to just take out this guy so he doesn't shine race, and we have a few different options for that. So, Oscar maybe? Yeah, that's a 100% chance, and I don't take any damage in the process, so why don't we just have Oscar do that? Maybe, you know, I could maybe be sneaking in some extra XP here. There's a soul prop. Doesn't crit, but I dodge. Yeah, I could probably be sneaking in some extra XP here by, like, poking enemies down without killing them and then coming in and killing with somebody else, which I probably should be doing, but, you know, at this point it's just like, such a long recording. My brain is so fried. I just want to make sure that I get through the mission. So, as far as what's going on down here, screw Neff. I'm never going to use her again. Although she did have a couple good combat exchanges in this mission, so good for her. But outside of that, she's not really getting used. So, let's see if Reese, I called him, Void. Not going to be enough. That'll do it. So, let's do what we just talked about and just see about some poke damage. Some free damage here. Yep, go ahead and do this. Got a little XP on Kieran. Also kind of hoping that he gets hit here so I have something to heal with the healers. Darn, he dodges. But get a little free XP. Let's see if anybody else can just get a poke in here. I wonder what Reese does with his light magic. You know what, Reese? Go ahead, since there's nothing to heal this turn. Not that I really plan on using Reese at all going forward, but is that a crit? Darn, it is the crit. Crap. I wanted that kill experience to go to Void, not to Reese, but it is a lot of experience. Alright, well, that's that. So now it's just a matter of moving everybody up. I would even burn through some psychic charges here since I stole 2 of them just to get XP on the healers for the turn. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there's anybody. Just Volk way up there, which is kind of a waste. Oh, and Marcia is right here. I mean, I could just heal them next turn, so there's no need to burn a psychic this turn, I don't think. You know, just do it on Marcia. Because I think I'm going to go in and attack with her at the start of next turn, and then as I back the units out from attacking, I can heal them again. So, very close to a level up there. Alencia, not going to burn her psychic. Everybody else just moves up. We want everybody close to the boss. Basically have 2 turns to finish for maximum bonus experience, so... alright, cool. Now I do not want these partners that I summoned for no good reason, apparently, to sneak in and kill the boss. I want to kill the boss for the experience, so... Let's see what we got here. Regal gonna do pretty good damage. But again, I don't want to burn through the durability on it. Nothing else really going to do that great damage. Once I commit Ike, he cannot move back out, so I want to do my Kanto units first. So Alencia will just get a heal for the turn for some XP. Like so. Then she'll go down here in case I want to have Rayson do something. Marcia, Steel Lance, only 10. I'm basically just going to go in with all my units that can attack and then Kanto out, and that won't die. And then I can back them up and heal them to get more experience for my healers, and hopefully get this guy low enough for Ike to move in and get the kill. Dodge? Yes. So basically just whittling him down. Moving back for heals if needed. Who else could poke at him? Somebody it has to be with Kanto. Tanith won't be able to reach. I gotta move these guys up farther. This I could attack, but then I couldn't Kanto out. Same with Titania, so we just want to get her close. Jill, same deal. May have been worth just attacking anyway, even though I can't Kanto them out. Just so that I could get the kill this turn with Ike, because otherwise I don't know that I'm going to do enough damage. Try with Oscar, Steel. Wait, that's good damage. And he's very safe doing this too, so... Let's go, Oscar. That's the soul proc. And the crit? Oh, no, that's not a crit. Just looked like it. Oh, no. Oh, no. So that heals for the damage it deals. I forgot about that. Yikes. We get a level up for Oscar out of it, though. And then we can back him up and have somebody heal him. Missed. Excuse me. Oh, it's because he's up there. So she goes up and heals. That's good. Level up for her. And I have 1 extra turn to play with here to still get maximum bonus experience, so... I mean, if Ike goes in and gets the kill, then I cannot seize the same turn. So if I do want to kill him with Ike, it has to be this turn if I want to finish on time. Otherwise, if I kill him with somebody else, I have an extra turn to play with to get some more like healing experience and attack experience. See what Soren does. Only 15 is 18 here, and a chance to crit. Not likely to get hit, but if he does, it's going to heal the boss. So let's hope I dodge. Maybe I get a crit here and just end it. No. But I do good damage, and I dodge, so that's good. And I can Kanto back out, which is huge. Oh, and I get a level up for my Thunder proficiency, finally at rank B. This far into the game. I mean, why is this magic so hard to level up? That's wild. Other people are S rank with their weapons. He's just nowhere close. Jeffrey could get an attack in with his bow or his lance, but I have a feeling, yeah, 70% chance to hit for 22 and heal himself for the same amount. No, thank you. So we don't even try that. Same deal with Boyd. He could go in and attack, but he could knock Kanto out, so not even gonna bother. Does this guy have an elixir probably? No, but he has a vulnerary, so he's gonna heal for at least 12 this turn. We'll just get everybody close so that I could like attack with everybody next turn if I need to. Astrid as well gets close. So I'm thinking we're not gonna get the kill with Ike because we need him to capture. How about Purge? That's free damage. And I don't think I use Reese after this chapter. I'm gonna save the durability on the Purge book. That may have been a good idea, but I'm not gonna do it. We get Kieran a little closer. Lucia, just in case. Let's send Jeffrey over to this side. Ike stays there. Rayson chance missed. Right there, missed. Actually, I probably should have chanted somebody else. Another healer, because Mist is missing a point of HP. So she could be healed, and there's nobody else who could be. And I'm going to move her away from Rayson because he will heal her. And I won't get any XP for it, so I'll have somebody heal her next turn. Anyway, alright, that's turn. Everybody's safe. Hopefully my partners don't go in and attack the boss. They don't, so that's good. He's going to heal for 4 for being on that tile, plus 10 from... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Did not expect that. Oh boy. So, first order of business, I want to make sure to kill the boss and just have Ike ready to go and end immediately this far in, just to have the option to end it. And then if I can get that lined up, then I'll go for some extra experience here, but I'm not going to make this take much longer, so hopefully Soren hits, maybe he crits. Either way, I hope he dodges, because I don't want the boss to heal for the 9. That is, I believe, Adept. Just going to make him hit twice, which is going to kill the boss, so beautiful. Could have definitely gotten some more poke damage in there to get some more XP on other units, but I don't even want to risk it at this point. We get boss XP on Soren, which gives him a level up. HP and magic, beautiful. And then he stays here. Now, Ike, oh, and I get his rune sword too, so that's kind of cool. Might use that later. He stays here, and now all I have to do is put Ike on that tile and hit Seize, and the mission's over. On turn 13 for maximum bonus experience. But, since we just had all these guys come in, why don't I go ahead and try to get a few more kills in here. So the guys who are the farthest up will go first. Maybe I get a crit here. I do not. Alright, but that's fine. It's free XP for Volk. And then, who else can go back that far? Oscar can go hit this guy with the Silver Lance. Kills him. Just go ahead, Oscar, you know. I could like get that poke experience in. Boom, with the soul. But at this point, I'm happy to just get any experience at all and end the recording before it goes much over 2.5 hours. So, good XP for Oscar. Oh, and he finally gets an axe proficiency level up to only C versus his A lance, but that's still good. who else wants XP? Kieran definitely needs some, so why don't you go ahead and just take this kill. 86% chance to do so, go for it. It's a crit for no good reason at all, other than it looks cool. And a level up, beautiful. Level 10. HP and skill, that's okay, I suppose. Stays, I guess there. Alright, who else do I want to get kills with? The Astrid can get some poke damage in here. That steel bow. Yeah, why not? Go ahead. She gets double the combat experience, so... Oh, she crits though. Damn. Alright, well, not getting double XP from this guy, but... I mean, Astrid's getting double XP from her Paragon ability for the kill, but I mean, I'm not getting poke damage plus kill damage, so... who else? I guess... be Boyd or Jill. Tanith doesn't make the cut when I only take 11 units, so... Boyd goes, and then Jill gets the kill. As long as he doesn't crit. First hit... second hit. So, this is what I'm talking about with, like, poke damage experience. He gets 10 XP, and then Jill gets the kill. Whereas, if Jill had attacked first, she would have just gotten the kill by herself and gotten the kill experience. Now, she gets the kill experience, plus Boyd got 10 free experience out of it, so... That's what we'll do. Probably could have finagled a little bit more experience on everybody out of that if I had thought it out a little more, but again, at this point, I'm descending into madness and need for this to just be over, so there we go, good XP for Jill. Now all we want to do is throw a couple heals for the turn, so we'll do a Lincia heal on Mist for experience, because I think we have to take Lincia on some of the upcoming missions, like she's has to be taken, so we'll choose to do her instead of Ike. Instead of Reese, sorry. And then Mist wants to do her heal for the turn to get XP. And then, I believe that's everybody who could be healed this turn. Oh, Kieran could be healed because he leveled up. So, where's Racing? Right there. So Racing will chant to get his experience for the turn, and he will chant on Mist so that she can get one more heal for the turn for experience. There we go, gets him close to a level up. Mist heals, gets her extra experience for the turn. And then, unless there's somebody for Reese to heal, which there is not. Oh, he can go heal Soren, so go ahead. Oh, he doesn't reach anyway. Soren can't move far enough, so that's not gonna happen. So that's it. That's it. We get max bonus XP, we cleared everything we could, we stole 2 psychics, we didn't lose anybody, it only took 2 hours, only, and we can go ahead and seize, so that's game right there. Alrighty, so that takes us to the end of Chapter 26, finally. We'll pick it up next time with Chapter 27. Just to reiterate again, in case you missed it in the middle, I did do this chapter 26 and then fail about 2 hours in. So I'm linking that basically full video up to the fail as an unlisted video in the description if you want to go check it out, see where it all went wrong, laugh at my demise, or any other reason you want to see it. It's unlisted in the description. And then I took the beginning part, like all the pre-mission setup, and then edited that onto this recording of just the battle section. So if you notice like a weird cut or a difference in my voice or anything looks different randomly between the first like half an hour-ish and the second 2 hours-ish here, then that's why. Also, if you look at the unlisted video, it's the same beginning 30 minutes of setup. I'm not cutting that part off because then I'd have to re-render the video and it would take all this extra time and blah, blah, blah. You don't even need to know this. I just want to explain like why there's maybe a weird jump cut, and also let you know that if you wanted to, you can go check out my fail and hear me curse a lot in the unlisted video in the description. But other than that, this was a really cool chapter. Very long one. It seems like at this point forward, these last few chapters are all going to be very, very long, but that does make it very fun to play. A lot to think through, a lot of different scenarios. Got to be careful how you manage your units. I just hope that having recordings this long isn't like super annoying to watch or skip through or anything. But all that being said, that is the end of this recording, so we'll pick it up next time with Chapter 27. Hope to see you there if you've been watching along and enjoying it so far. And yeah, that's all I got for now, so have a good one. Peace.